The last couple of nights, Margie Schaefer, the well known morning anchor at KCBS, all of a sudden was not doing morning drive. She inexplicably shows up of of all places at 10 o'clock and then for a couple of hours takes a break and then does the graveyard shift, the overnight shift at KCBS from 10 to midnight, takes a 2 hour break, and then does 2 to 5 a.m. Now, first things first, she sounded really, really good. And she's got one of those real melodic voices. It wasn't the worst thing in the world. It certainly was better than the moron that they have there who apparently was sick. Her name is Mary Hughes, and she whispers into the mic. She's ill prepared. She has no presence whatsoever and is only there because, you need bodies. AI has not been able or an able replacement to do human voices live on all news radio. So, anyway, and nobody knows why Margie Schaefer all of a sudden showed up to do the overnight news at KCBS. As I indicated, the person has been doing the overnight and they just switch like their other inane policies. There's anchors here, anchors there, this time slot, that time slot. This Mary Hughes is a disgrace. Margie Schaefer had her on sharing the co-anchor duties with Eric Thomas, who it's just absolutely no passion whatsoever, is boring, is just not in the right time slot. But anyway, so Margie Schaefer just shows up to do the overnight slot, and people are not only don't know what's going on. I think I know what's going on. I think she just showed up to substitute for somebody else who was sick. And I don't know, maybe that's her groove. I heard a rumor she's not entirely thrilled working with Eric Thomas, whatever that means. It's that's just secondhand, third hand. The only reason I bring it up is because two other people told me the same. I don't know. I don't know. And my normal contacts haven't responded yet to my own query on that. What's going on? You know, the irony? Several ironies. She sounds great at that time. So it's not a knock on her. A lot of people are driving. We're in kind of a 24-hour world these days, right? And she actually sounds really, really good at that time slot, does Shafer. But I don't think this is permanent. I think, like everything else over there, nobody knows what the hell is going on. They're run by an idiot. They don't have any direction. I talked to you last week about the internal strife, the angst that is completely overwhelmed everybody over there. And that's including the good people who work there, both on and off the air. And there seems to be a bit more, shall we say, upliftness because nobody got fired, at least nobody of name got let go or fired or told to take an early retirement offer. This because we're now 2 days into the new month, and usually when these things take place, but who knows? The direction of the station is that while they have some degree of success, they'll probably have a decent book. Their cume is way, 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 way down. They're running all these ads at once. Then they do these stupid traffic and weather sounders, and they just don't have the right amount of people. Another weird thing that happened. I'm asking questions about this. Brett Burkhart was demoted out of working the co-anchorship during afternoon drive and suddenly just disappeared, actually started doing more reporting. His contract was up in June, and he was demoted based on some weird thing involving a news report that he was reading involving ICE. And there was a controversy, and the station was involved and investigated it. And that led a lot of people to believe that Burkhart was being purposely demoted because he was the one who was reading the information, even unknowingly, with regards to ICE. And it ticked off a lot of people, including people that ultimately were semi-investigating KCBS. Anyway, he's back. Not that he ever left. And guess who's gone? The guy that talks like this. Steve Scott. I'm Steve Scott, and I'm going to act again like a broadcaster and talk to you in this kind of a voice. So Steve Scott all of a sudden disappears. Now, I think I know what happened to him. I think he just took some vacation time and will probably be back soon. Not 100% official, but that's my best guess. But again, the headline of the story is Margie Schaefer, out of the blue, is doing overnight. And it was startling to hear it. It was so startling that other people on the air were also startled that here you have your co-anchor on Morning Drive is now suddenly off Morning Drive and doing the overnight. It makes no sense. But who the hell knows? Because once again, they are directionless at KCBS. They have a non-leader, supposedly, and by the way, the fact that she's now officially running KNX in LA, that's got to be a crock. But whatever. That's the state of Odyssey these days, where mass indirection run amok, and people who don't know what their jobs are, what positions they have, that seems to be the message. God help us all. So I'm gonna look more into this Shafer situation. Anything I can provide you, obviously, of course I will. Thanks to all of you for your letters, emails of support. Don't really need it. I'm a big boy. I can handle it. But yeah, everything's kind of crazy these last few days. But here I am still, So we will see you soon. And thanks for watching. And again, become a paid subscriber for my show, which I know you just love, right? Okay. See you soon.